Alright guys, watch this video for Tuesday, May 8th. If you couldn't make it to chat today, a few highlights to show you. We showed Wayne, you can see the screenshot from his chat room call, HEAR over 7. You can see then like kind of the flag pattern set up. You know Wayne loves those whole number inflection points, and you can see the immediate results. Great call there. A few more highlights. In no particular order, Buffalo, BLNK over 275. And I actually show you my screenshot here. I actually got filled 4,000 at 275 right there. Nice tight flag after the gap up that looked like it was going to fail, and then just rips to new highs. And then a really nice flag. Buffalo, I guess, saw a 275 seller. When he said that, right when he said that, I was actually looking at my chart thinking, hey, this is flagging nicely. It's the strongest stock on the planet. I like it. And then he said that, I look, and there's a big seller at 275. And as you know, Wayne and I teach, we want to be the last one to buy as that seller's getting taken out. I did a limit of 275, got filled at 275, and really nice pop there. Let me slide this over to prove that you don't always have to only get one setup in a trade, right? Whenever something's really strong, you see BLNK 404, 384 idea, just a flag. There's the earlier high, lower high, kind of flagging. I liked it over this lower high. 404, 384 idea, and really quickly to, I don't know, almost 460, and you can see that other people were able to get in the trade. I try to show this stuff because I know there's a lot of rooms that teach chasing and stuff. You guys know we don't do that. We actually give you the setup ahead of time. So here's another one, NFEC over 188 seller. I liked it. There was a big seller at 188. I knew a high of day break would be 90, and then there was another catalyst on the chart just to the left. So that was my idea, the 189 trigger. And this ended up actually, and I'll get that out of the way. Check this out. Took the screenshot early, but it ended up actually going from that 188 break right there all the way to 270 before rolling back over. So a huge move there. So as has been the case lately, afternoons have been fantastic in the chat room. So anyway, back to the SPY, and we'll get into the list here. SPY, kind of a narrow range day, and it looks like it closed about where it opened. A fairly boring day as far as the market goes, but we did a good job finding some stuff. So here's what I'm watching for Tuesday. BCLI, nice volume spike. Closing well off its highs though, but I do like the volume there. I want to watch that one tomorrow. RNN, come on. Kind of hanging out near the highs of Friday. Friday had that big day. You got the whole number 2 that might come into play. Today's high was 225. Not the whole number 2, I'm sorry. I thought that was 220 is where, okay, so never mind about the whole number, but this is worth watching. Kind of have an inside day after Friday's big day. We did see a seller there on the tape at 225, and it never got taken out. I was looking to get long over that, never got taken out, so no entry. But it held up fairly well, so we're going to watch it again tomorrow. Dare gapped up today. Let me zoom in a little bit. So you had the big pop in Dare here that, or a day and a half, whatever, went to $1.50. Gapped up today and hit a high of $1.39. I certainly like it over today's high. And I'll say that right now for any time this week. If it goes sideways for a few days, still love it over 139, 140. You might retake and break out through that 150. BLNK, I already showed you a couple calls that we made in the chat room today. It closed pretty darn strong on 60 million shares. So because it closed strong, we might get a nice red to green or some kind of setup in it tomorrow. It certainly deserves to be watched again. NFEC, I already showed you some calls, or the call we made in that today. I think the fact that it held up really well, especially with Friday having this pop and a complete round trip. Usually I dismiss stocks like that. Well, then today, closing above that high from Friday. So certainly has room on the chart if it can get going. I'm going to watch it again. I like the action in it today. EARS kind of reminds me of NFEC in that it had that kind of round trip on Friday. Today gapped up and kind of put in a quiet inside day, but held up okay, I guess. Want to watch that one tomorrow. ATOS. I like this chart a lot. It's definitely a tough trader, but it, with this recent reverse split back here, this one might squeeze. So on this day, which is about a week ago, it hit 459. Kind of a little, I don't say cup and handle, but a little rounded bottom, and it's right back up near that 459 high. Today's high was 448. So I kind of like it through the half tomorrow. If it breaks 450, it might just take out that 459 high and maybe squeeze up to 5 or something. That with that float is worth watching. CNET had also that kind of round trip on Friday, and then today holding up pretty well inside of Friday's range. Pretty interesting setup there. ADOM, a sub-dollar stock, but worth watching. Nice volume spike for this stock and closed fairly strong. I don't like the sub-dollar ones very much, but I think that's worth watching for a follow-through day tomorrow. A couple more. CLWT had that huge move. Now we've got 2 days lower, a fairly narrow range today, so this one might be interesting. Maybe through 4 tomorrow or something. It depends on how it sets up, as you guys know. I only take proper intraday setups, but that goes on Balance Watch, and so does Craig, CREG. These two tend to run together, and you had the kind of the same scenario. A fairly narrow range today. I was watching this today for a while for a kind of a breakout to the upside, but it stayed in a narrow range and never did break. So it was another one of those no trigger, no trade. But definitely want to watch that one tomorrow too. And I got a couple others on charts, but they were kind of too low volume for me to put on the watch list. But there's plenty to watch. Some great teamwork going on in the chat. So if you took the day off or something, make sure you try to get there this week. We are seeing some really nice afternoon moves, even way more so than the morning. Okay, I'll leave it at that. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and we'll see everybody on Tuesday.